More fallout from the debate, and yesterday's letter from the campaigns outlined what the candidates want for the next debate.
Right, Molly, and the future of televised presidential debates really hangs in the balance here as GOP candidates start making all these demands. Today I talked to the professor at the University of Denver who says controlled conversation isn't necessarily good for you, the voters.
Well, I've got a question for you on the same subject.
So you don't actually want to hear the answer, John?
Senator Paul,
you don't want to hear the answer. You just want to insult.
It wasn't the feel the GOP was going for. Perhaps a CNBC moderator summed the debate up best, asking, is this a comic book version of a presidential campaign? Even President Obama poking fun at how candidates reacted to the moderator's questions.
If you can't handle those guys, then I don't think the Chinese and the Russians are going to be too worried about you.
The Republican National Committee so upset it suspended the February debate on the network. Now candidates are making serious demands, like giving each one a 5-minute statement. But is that even really a debate?
It functions more like a joint press conference than a debate, where they have a lot of control over the situation, they know what questions are going to be asked, and they can just exert a lot of control and minimize the chances for them messing something up.
Professor Seth Maskett says this is one of the first times in history where debate rules are being debated on the fly. But if networks want people to watch, he says big names like Donald Trump have to be there.
I want a room, I want a podium, and let's get going, because I don't really care that much.
He's in a position where he has some leverage. People would be maybe not as inclined to watch the debate if he pulls out. So he maybe has more leverage over this than the networks do.
Shifting the focus off American voters who want to hear stances on important issues.
Obviously, that isn't necessarily in the interests of voters or activists or other people who might be watching the debate who really want to get a good airing of different candidates' strengths and weaknesses. But from the candidates' perspective, that's not necessarily what they want.